Hello there, this is James and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good morning to all of you, and all of you a very happy Wednesday. In today's program, I want to have a little chat about recent success of Netflix and about the inflation nation. I'll explain what that means in a bit. But before we get into all of that, don't forget these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. So, Netflix has announced its earnings, and it can really chill because it's a lot better than anticipated. In fact, their share price soared by more than 10% in pre-market trading. Basically, their subscribers have increased by 2.41 million in quarter three, and the expectations was an increase in subscribers of only 1 million. So obviously the shows such as Stranger Things and obviously Dharma is really pushing Netflix. Plus, it's their new ad revenue scheme as well. Revenue was announced better than anticipated as well. It was announced at 7.93 billion versus 7.87 billion expected. And like I say, they're about to launch their new low price ad support plan, which is basically a cheaper subscription, only costs something like $7, where the obviously viewer has to put up with ads during the programs. And they've launched this in Canada and America already, which has proved to be very successful. So they're about to launch this new plan again in 12 other countries in November. And they actually expect in quarter one in 2023 to expand their subscription by 4.5 million. And in the statement, this is what they had to say. They seem obviously very pleased with themselves. They basically said this: after a challenging first half, we believe we're on a path to reaccelerate growth. The key is pleasing members, obviously, is a key to keeping subscribers, is to please them. They also went on to say, okay, when our series, our movies excite our members, they tell their friends, and then more people watch, join, and stay with us. Now, don't forget, in the quarter two earnings, they announced they had lost just under 1 million subscribers. So the fact they've increased their subscribers by 2.5 with this new ad-based plan scheme, and obviously with successes such as Stranger Things, Dharma, like I mentioned, Purple Heart, and other things they've launched, they're really on a good path currently at the moment. Don't forget, last week I did a video on Netflix where Goldman Sachs actually predicts that Netflix can make billions in the coming year because of this new scheme they're doing. So yeah, very good news for Netflix. Obviously the market's closed at the moment, but like I say, it is expected to open with a gap come the US session, because like I say, in pre-market trading, their share price increased by more than 10%. Now, moving on, inflation nation. That's right, the UK CPI came out today, and it was announced at 10.1% versus 10% expected. Don't forget, in August, it dropped to 9.9%, surprisingly. But now again, it's back up above 10.1%, so back above 10%, which is frightening. And this, of course, is a 40-year high. The main driver of this is not energy, surprisingly. It's not energy. Main driver of this, and it really underlines the cost of living crisis they have in the UK, is actually food. Food is up year on year by 14.6%. Don't forget, the UK is a little island. Not as a little Cyprus, well, obviously where I am now, but it's a little island, and it relies an awful lot on bringing food in and bringing goods in. So obviously with the rising inflation with other things as well, it's really adding on to the food prices. So this is a really bad news for the UK. Transportation is also up by 10.9% year on year, and household goods rose by 10.8%. Now, don't forget, the UK government tried to take on the market, and the market won. And don't forget, on Monday, the new Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, reversed practically all of the mini budget. And this has sort of obviously boosted the market a little bit. we find that sterling has come under pressure again because of this high inflation reading. Now, the question is, because there is so much uncertainty and because Liz Truss has lost so much credibility, there really is a chat about how long she can last in power. And this would be like the fourth prime minister the UK's had in only a very short space of time. With all the drama at the beginning of the year with Bojo, with this as well, this is just adding to more and more uncertainty in the UK. In fact, one newspaper, the Daily Star, I think it is, or Daily Mirror, it's a tabloid, it's a trashy newspaper. But anyway, they're running a live stream of a lettuce next to Liz Truss. The argument is, can Liz Truss survive the lettuce? Who would perish first, Liz Truss or the lettuce? But anyway, let's have a quick look at the UK. At the sterling at the moment, where it is at the moment. Like I say, it got a teeny weeny boost on Monday on the back of obviously of Jeremy Hunt reversing. Sorry, my throat's really dry. I think I've got a problem with my aircon as well. Reversing all the mini budgets. But like I say, that high inflation reading is back under pressure again. Currently trading at 1.12634, under that key area of 1.1469. Against the euro, it's favoring not so well either. Currently trading at 0.87115. Again, like I say, got a bit of a boost on Monday, but really that high inflation reading at 10.1. Don't forget, the Bank of England is predicting that inflation in the UK could go as high as 11% before the end of the year. And obviously now there is much anticipation of the Bank of England having to do a whole basic point rate hike come November. So yeah, that's where the sterling is at the moment. Something else coming up. Oh yes, the dollar yen. Dollar yen is holding on to that 32-year high. And really, it's got that 150. We'll look at it again in a minute. 150 in sight. Now, really, the market is on high alert of the BOJ to intervene. Don't forget they intervened last time, but last time they intervened, the dollar yen only got to 145. Now, let's have a quick look at it where it is, because it really has got that 150 handle in sight. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at it. Here it is. Again, very, very strong uptrend at the moment. The market is really trying to push the BOJ to see if they will intervene. Currently trading at 149.41. When will they intervene, though? That is the big question. When will they intervene? They keep making comments that they're watching it and they're keeping a close eye on it. But like I say, at the moment, there's no stopping the dollar currently. But they'll say the market is on high alert. So any dollar yen traders out there, be prepared for some intervention at some point. As we're in the market, let's have a quick look at the euro, see where the euro is at the moment. Again, slightly had two good trading days, but slightly under pressure today. Currently trading at 0.9814. And we have a quick look at gold as well. Gold, again, still way under that key resistance of $1,667.86. Currently trading at $1,640. So really, like I say, a bit of a tepid day. Not much on the calendar again today. We do have UK EU CPI coming up shortly, so that should actually be out any moment now. Be worth looking. But really, the thing I'm going to be excited about is Tesla. Their earnings are set to be released today after the market close. So obviously, so far in the earnings season, it's been pretty positive. We've had some good news. Don't forget, we had Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, etc., perform quite well. And obviously, Netflix now is performed better than anticipated. So far, the so-called doom and gloom earnings season is not proving to be a fact. In fact, it's proving to be pretty positive at the moment. So there we go. Let's see what Tesla has to say after the market closes today. The European session, as it currently stands, these are the big events coming up. Obviously, UK retail sales, Canadian CPI today, US initial claims tomorrow, and more earnings. Like I say, mainly it's going to be Tesla. European equities, as they currently stand, FTSE slightly in the red, negative 0.16%. DAX currently in the red as well, negative 0.50%, and Eurostock 50 currently trading negative 0.06%. Don't forget, you can ask me questions anytime you wish, which I have you. Oh, hello. Hi. Yeah, good to be back. Thank you ever so much. When we do a watch along, I'm not going to be doing a watch along this week, unfortunately. Reason being, like I said, we have got those key events, which I have mentioned. UK retail sales, CAD CPI this afternoon, initial claims tomorrow. They're not huge events. They're not the big events. So I won't be doing a watch along. I will, excuse me. I will, however, we'll be doing a hashtag episode on Friday, and I'll be releasing what the topic is very, very soon. Probably tomorrow, I'll let you know what the topic is. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me back. I've had a bit of a break. Only 2 days. Needed a bit longer. But I missed you guys and I missed the market. So I couldn't keep away for too long. Is there any other questions? Don't forget, if you think of a question later, you can put it in the comment section, either in YouTube or in Facebook. I will see them and I will reply to them next time I go live on air. So do bear in mind you've got that option as well. Okie dokie. If there is no questions, don't forget, I'll be back online again later this afternoon at 2 p.m. UTC to discuss the US session and discuss other things. Maybe look into the earning reports of Tesla, see what the estimations are, discuss that a little bit more. Watch what the Netflix market is doing as well. It'd be interesting to see how Netflix performs on the US Open and many, many other things. Okie doke, if there is no questions, don't forget, like I say, if you're watching me on Facebook and you enjoyed this little video, by all means, give us a follow if you like. If you're watching me on YouTube and you enjoyed this little video, subscribe if you like, hit the notification button so you know next time I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting, useful, and you've put up with me, my over-the-top enthusiasm for the markets, which I simply just cannot help, then give me one of these. It's nice to know that you like what I do. Anyway, till next time, don't forget these little videos are for educational purposes only and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand for entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.